It's so nice. I love it. Okay, welcome back. We had to change some batteries. Yani, conversation goes so fast when we're doing this thing.
Right.
Personally, I'm really loving this because I'm getting to know you. When I have a conversation with people who I've interacted with after a long time, I always want to sort of have a retrospect. But on top of that, now I'm like, okay, here's where D exits my life and also chit chats and per se that gospel scene.
Goodbye gospel.
Goodbye gospel. So now it's this, you've been introduced to New Age through The Secret, through you trying to prove
that The Secret is wrong, that the law of attraction, that, oh my gosh, look, the media is pushing this thing, it's so famous, it's on Oprah, and they're pushing the agenda of you can create your own reality. And in class, everyone being like, yeah, that's how life is. Like, it's even in the Bible, whatsoever a man thinketh, so is he. So you are creating your reality, whether you're participating in it or not.
Yeah. Of course, also, by the age that you are, there's a lot of the world being thrown your way. A lot of your value system is being questioned, or your thought process.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's walk through now what happens with your introduction into New Age.
Yeah.
And you were very understanding that this is New Age I'm entering.
Yeah. It was, I wouldn't say I was entering a different religion. It was just that, this is wisdom. This is something that other people know that I don't.
I get it.
Yeah.
So you didn't feel like it was messing up with your Christianity beliefs at that time? Or
when I was introduced to The Secret, no, I didn't think it was. At first I was trying to prove that it was opposite from what I've learned in the faith, because to me it was groundbreaking. But then presenting it to other Christians and them being like, duh. Even the lecturer is like, yeah, this is the truth. I was just like, oh. I remember my group was confused because we thought it was going to be such a heated debate in class.
And guys are telling you, no. This is
how life is. Yeah.
Okay.
You can even trace it to the Bible. You can pull your verses to be like, ask and you will receive, knock and the door will be opened. Seek and you will find. This is the secret. It's an expansion of this.
So what is it that made you, okay, I get it. I understand how the audience looked at it.
Yeah.
What is it that made you look at it differently and be like, this is different from this?
Well, I guess in my faith, I had understood that God has a plan and a purpose for my life. And I need to align with this plan and purpose. I need to seek God. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all his righteousness and all these things shall be added unto you. This is what I knew. So my prayer is, God, what do you want for me? God, what do you want for me? Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? Then I'm presented with,
create your own reality.
I'm waiting on you, bro. What do you want?
Oh, wow.
I've given you the power to create your life. What do you want? And I'm experiencing myself through you. You are my vessel, but I'm not the one controlling you. I've given you the power to control yourself.
I get it.
And the way your life turns out as you control yourself, I am pleased with that because I am observing life through you. I'm experiencing life through you.
Yo.
That's a completely different.
Very
completely different.
It's a small tweak, but it's like changing something 1 degree, and then you look at it 10 kilometers away, and it's nowhere near the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, honestly, asking myself without the fear of God, because now God is not this person who's out to get me, out to punish me. Hell is not real. The devil is not real. It's all about contrast. The contrast of good and evil, and the contrast exists for the sake of you creating your ultimate reality.
What did your ultimate reality to look like? Had you even ever asked yourself that question?
I'd never asked myself that question. So now I had to be like, what is my ultimate reality? I want to be a star.
A superstar.
I want that power. I want to be seen. I want to be celebrated. I want to be valued. I want to be rich. I want to be famous. I want to travel the world. I want, these are the things I want. So now I'm like, I'm writing it down, and it's a big thing to really envision it, to visualize it, to take time to sit, be still, visualize the things you're saying. How does it look? How does it feel to have all these things? Feel that feeling. Act as if it's already happened. And if you think about it, that's really the principle of faith. It's really the principle. Yep. I learned how to have faith through the new age. I didn't know what it meant to have faith until I practiced it in the new age. So there's a lot of truth in it.
Yep. It's just the foundation that changes.
It's the foundation that changes. Now it's no longer God's will or Christ's will. It's your own will. But you are practicing the elements of faith, which is to trust it's already done, to walk in it, to know what it is, to reach for it, not even to reach.
It's already there.
It's already there. So it's enjoying the journey to the thing that you have already created.
To the manifestation of it.
To the manifestation. So it's so empowering. It's incredibly empowering.
Yo, okay, so like, let's move very slowly. I had to see. So you are in school. The secret has happened. 2008. You're beginning to see. So of course, if you're beginning to see this is what I want to be the star, we have to fade off.
Yeah. What is this we're doing? First, you guys are so not woke. You're still out here like living for other people because that was my experience. I'm not doing things because I'm scared of what other people will think. And also, I have to play by certain rules if I stay in this world. I can't be going out and drinking. I can't. So yeah, goodbye. This is not my reality anymore. Yeah.
So what happens then now when you begin getting into this new reality? So are you still do you also drop the Afrofusion? Or that is helping your reality?
I dropped the Afrofusion world actually. And now I start noticing other opportunities. So I see this thing called Daughters of Africa. There are these African artists, they're women, they're girls who've been chosen. I see this feature on CNN, and it's girls from different parts of the continent who've been put together, and then they're going on tour. They create a show by a Dutch company, and then they get to tour Europe and sing every night. And I'm like, that's what I want. I want something like that. I want something like that. And so I see the production company in Kenya on YouTube that worked on it, and I call them and I'm like, if there's ever another, because that tour had concluded. And Silayo, formerly known as Nemantelel, was a part of that production. So I see that and I'm like, wow.
And before this, you and Nema have not toured.
Have we worked together?
Nema Jaya?
No, we haven't yet toured yet. We haven't toured yet. But I've seen Silayo on this thing and I'm like, I want that. I want what she has. I want to be part of productions that travel. This is now one of the things that I've identified I want to do. I want to travel. I want to make money. I want to see the world. Yeah. So I see this and I start to envision it, and I call the people, the production company, and I'm like, if there's ever anything like this, please call me. And they say, oh, the tour was discontinued, but I'll let you know if it ever comes back.
So this envisioning also has some to-dos. So it's not that you just sit and you just sit.
You follow impulses. You follow impulses. So you've set this, you've envisioned it, you've written it down, you felt the feeling, then now you have to follow the impulses that
Faith without works is dead.
Exactly. Yeah. So now you get an impulse. What's the production company that did this? It's these guys. Oh, let me Google. Oh, that's their number. Let me call them. Wow, you actually went to high school. I went to high school with your sister. The chick I called ended up being
that's the universe connecting.
That's the universe connecting. It's the universe connecting. So, and that's not to downplay it. This stuff works. It works.
I'm like, you're giving like, I'm in no way downplaying it. In fact, I'm just like, if everything you're teaching for me is an application of faith.
Yeah, it's faith. It's the principle of faith.
Yeah.
It's like the principle, the law of gravity. The reality is whether I'm a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu, if I hold an apple and I drop it, it'll fall. It's just how life works. It's in place. It's in place, yeah.
So these guys tell you, sorry, we discontinue the show, but then if anything is about to, we've got your number now.
Yeah. 3 months later, they call and they're like, actually, the production company has been hired by the Kenyan Tourist Board to put on a cultural show to market Kenya as a cultural destination. So they are auditioning Kenyan artists to be a part of this show, and you're gonna tour Europe.
You can't make this stuff up.
So you can't make this stuff up. And we're shooting a show about the auditions. So come through to Kenya National Theatre, audition. We auditioned for, I think, 2 weeks. It was like a 2-week long audition. We started off as like 200 people. We ended up being like 20 people.
And like, who are some of the people? Are there any musicians who ended up being on that?
Wow, so many big artists. People who are big artists now are part of that.
Such as?
Daddy Mato, Antonio Sol, Patricia Kihoro was there, Silayo Nema Talelo was there, Mkamze Mwatela, very big actress, was there. Who else am I missing out? Charles Oda, a really amazing actor, was in that. Silas Miami, who's an incredible filmmaker as well. Like, there were so many people in that group.
And so now you get in, you make it. It's all these names that you've mentioned. Became finalists, not even finalists. They went through.
Yeah, they went through. We're chosen. So we're gonna make a show about Kenya. We have to workshop in Kenya for like 3 months, and then we'll go to Europe and tour, I think, for 3 or 4 months. Yeah. Soon I'm like, this thing is working. It's working!
Oh my God!
Creating my reality.
I'm going to take you back a bit. Let me add, you had a musical theater stunt. The what are they called? Not group theory.
Village Christmas.
You're in more than one of them. You're in more than one of them. Still as a musician though.
Yes, at my time at Mavuno Church, and this was about the time hip hop chit chat. That time, Mavuno was just my church. Now I've left Papo. I'm in Mavuno, and so I'm in the worship team. They have these musicals that are held every like Easter and Christmas. My sister Christina is doing a lot of the writing and directing. With Yafesi Msoke and Mugambi Nthiga. And so I was a part of these musicals, and it was so much fun. As a musician, like, we would write songs, or we would be like the ensemble or the choir. I never really had like a major acting role, but I was part of the musical support.
And the reason why I've asked that is that now what you're doing come to fast forward when you're showcasing Kenya.
Yes, exactly. But now in Out of Africa, the magic of Kenya, the way the show was set up, you're all the ensemble, but you all have your moment to shine. You all have your song or your dance break or your monologue. Everyone had a moment to shine in the show.
So scared.
Okay, so you are 3 months here practicing here, then you go to Europe.
Yeah.
This is your first time. You've been to Asia, you've been to Africa.
Yeah.
This is your first time in Europe.
Yeah, it's my first time in Europe, and I guess my first time being in a situation where I'm not with Christians. I'm not traveling because I'm ministering. I'm not traveling because like we're trying to share the gospel, or I'm in the world.
Yeah.
I'm in Amsterdam. I mean, you know,
The capital city of.
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah, like just.
And for how long have you gone?
For 3 months. Went
Whoa.
away for 3 months.
So of course school. No wonder you kept pushing.
Yeah.
School is just like, yo, I'll be back.
I'll be back. Let me make this money. I'm gonna come back. And I wasn't really passionate about what I was
It
studying.
wasn't part of your reality.
Yeah.
Your the things you had written down.
Yeah, this is not part of my reality. Yeah, so now I'm like, I'm gonna graduate maybe next year, maybe the year after, like I just kept pushing to go and work and do things. Yeah. So now we're in
Europe. Explain to me this experience now, because it's a very different.
So now this is the thing I learned about manifestation.